Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted anything. Like all of you, we are trying to figure out this new sense of normal. I think this is day 22 of our self-quarantine, and we're just trying to figure out the world. But I did want to drop a short video today to give some ideas for some organizational tips. Now let me start off with a disclaimer. I do not believe there is one right way to organize yourself, your props, and anything else for teaching ESL online. There are so many right ways to do it. We have to find what works for us. And my belief is I need to do, for me, what's going to bring me peace and calm when the alarm goes off very early in the morning. I'm the kind of person where I need things laid out the night before. That way, if I do oversleep a little and wake up 10 minutes before a class is going to start, I'm not stressed out because it's all ready to go. I just need to get up and get ready. But you might be someone who can wing it, and that is okay too. When I was looking into first beginning with my first company, VIPKid, I looked at every YouTube video I could on all kinds of tips. And like everything else in education, I think it's so important to take what works for you, for us as individuals. Leave what is not going to work for you. If something is going to cause me stress and make it more work and cause me to spend more time on it, I just won't do it. If it's going to bring me peace and calm, then I choose to do that. So I'm just going to share what works for me. I do not think this is the end-all be-all that everyone should do. Maybe it will help you. But if you have some really great tips, please leave comments down at the bottom. I am always evolving and growing, and I would love to know more tips too. For me, what works is here's my cards ready for tomorrow. I have a post-it where I've listed my students, what company it is. There are days when I do more than one company, and so this helps me to know, again, if I'm waking up very early, I don't want to have to think too much. It's all right here. It tells me who I am teaching, what platform I'm teaching. And then that gets attached to the lesson cards. This happens to be the first one I'm teaching in the morning. And again, I did not make this up. I took ideas from several different people and again, did what worked for me. I list the name of the lesson, my props. This happens to be for GoGoKid. The props, I know I have to have 2 props for GoGoKid. That's one of their rules. So I make sure I have 2. I know where my end slide is, or my goodbye slide. For the little guys, sometimes it's slide 17. So I know I have to stretch that lesson and extend and extend. Others I know I can keep to a minute a slide or so. And then on the back, I've listed the vocabulary words, phonics, sometimes the grammar, target sentences, whatever I need to know for that. And then this all gets put together like this. Now, tonight before I go to bed, I will lay these cards out on my side desk here with the props that I need for each one. So again, if we look at the same one from GoGoKid, I will get these letter cards out and I'll get Jack and Uni out. So they're ready to go. So there's GoGoKid. My VIPKid is similar. I'll just grab one of these. I have added where the blank slide is for VIPKid. That's always good to know. If I'm teaching, I can glance down and know we need to work on writing this word, or I want to show the student this word and write this out. I need to know where the blank slide is. That helps me there. And for VIPKid, I also write the learning objectives I just started to. If I was going to do this now, I may skip that part. But again, that was just how I started it. For my Zebra English, we don't have to have props for that. So this one is set up a little differently. Again, we've got the code, the name, the vocabulary. That helps me know what TPR to plan out the night before. So if it's like today, it was pineapple and durian. Well, I didn't know how big a durian was to act out. So it helps me to know, okay, what vocabulary am I doing for Zebra English, so I know what TPR to do and what the end slide is, so I know to help with my pacing. And then what I do is I lay it out. Now, when I have words that need to go on the whiteboard, I do that the night before too. So when it's laid out, the card for the lesson is on there for that class, props, the whiteboard, it's just done. I can wake up at 1:30 in the morning and my tired self can put on a smile and be enthusiastic and not have to plan and hunt and think and look. It just helps me out on that one. And then I also have a template I use for feedback. I know many people use Feedback Panda. Look that up, see if that's going to work for you. A lot of people find that really helpful. It didn't work in my own mind on how things work for me, so I've chosen something else. I use a Word document, and every week I change it up a little bit. I've taken suggestions from VIPKid workshops, a GoGoKid workshop, some YouTube videos, and kind of just made my own template. Basically, Mom and Dad, thank you for the opportunity to teach George, and then all the good things George did that day. I noticed that George needed help with la la la, and I suggest that George work on this week. This will help him to whatever, and in our next class we will da-da-da, and thanking the parent again for choosing me, and then usually a little PS on there. Lately it has been regarding my concern for the people of China, hoping that they are safe and healthy. I use that every time. For my regulars, I can get a lot of that feedback typed up before class. If I know that George has been working on adding the S's to words and he's starting to get it, I might write in the feedback, George is working hard on adding S to plural nouns. Great job today, George. Now, if we get to class and George does not do well, I can change that. But sometimes having things written ahead helps me out. That helps me. But again, find what works for you. As you check out YouTube and Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and see what other people do, you will see that there's such a range. We are independent contractors. To an extent, you can do so much of your own choosing about a lot of things. One of them is how organized you are for your classroom and what that organization looks like for you. We don't have to pretend to be someone else. You don't have to watch one of the star people on a YouTube video and do things just like them. Find what works for you. For me, it's about what's going to bring me calm and peace and help the morning go well when it's 2 o'clock in the morning. The last thing I want to do is to run around and find things and write on whiteboards and figure out what my vocabulary words are. It helps me to be calm. I know other people that the laying out and having it all organized, that would stress them out. So again, take what works for you, leave what doesn't, be your authentic self. In almost every Facebook group I have been in, the phrase keeps popping up that your tribe will find you. It's the same thing with how you organize. It'll find you. Try what you think will work. If it stresses you out, don't do it anymore. As long as you are following the procedures of your company. do what works for you. If you are happy, then you're able to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and put that smile on and be that energetic self. Your props are all here and you are set to go. Please, down below, comment what works for you. What have you found that doesn't work for you? We're all in this together. Let's share some ideas. I hope that maybe one thing I shared will help you out today too. Please be safe. Please stay healthy. Please stay sane as we are going through this coronavirus crisis together. We will come out again at the end. And happy teaching. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.